ਚਲੋ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Anything you would like to share from the last party, add on, or you have a question before we move to the next party? Okay, it was Vaje Panch Shabad Tit Kar Sapag. So, okay, what are the 5 Panch Shabad? What are the 5 sounds? And what Guru Sahib ji deploying the meanings by using these terms?
The 5 primal sounds that make up the Nad. Are you saying exactly what they are?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I don't remember.
Flute, revolve, dole, resonant sounds, the chanting.
That part was mostly in Punjabi.
What? Yeah. Those are the 5.
Yeah, sounds of rabab, sounds of tol, mirdang, string instruments like tanpura and flute and kada. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the meanings Guru Sahib Ji has deployed in this term is the resonate, the sound, the vibration of the divine hukam that is happening all the time. When that plays in your mind, that plays in your thoughts, ਉਦੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੀ ਹਾਰਮਨੀ ਇੱਕ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਬਲਿਸ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ. That is what that's taking us to the ਕਹਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਤਹਿ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਆ, at the state of sukh, at the state of bliss, at the state of happiness. ਤਿਤ ਕਰ ਅਨਹਦ ਵਾਜੇ, the unstruck sound of divine hukam that's happening. And in the Anand Sahib Bani, in the whole Bani, I also read that the first parties, 4 parties, 5 parties are about addressing the mind, and then Guru Sahib Ji moving to the body, from mind to body. Now, because the mind, when is under control, when mind is pure, then we have to purify our actions, our character. And then is the after mind and the body is the I wouldn't say the word purification or cleansing the soul, but it's like the from mind, body to soul, where the soul would be in constant bliss, when the soul would be experiencing it constantly. So in the 6th body, okay, we do part first. Sachi live bin de nimani,
Sachi live bin de nimani,
de nimani live bajhon, क्या करे विचारिया, तुद बाज समरथ कोय नाही, कृपा कर बनवारिया, कृपा कर बनवारिया, एस नौ होर थाओ नाही, शब्द लाग सवारिया, कह नानक लिवै बाजहों, क्या करे विचारिया. Okay, Sachi live bin de nimani. Sachi live is when mind is continuously, constantly focused and attuned to the divine. That is the Sachi live. So there are 2 kinds of concentrations. One is Tat and other is live. Tat is when mind is focused on the negativity. Mind is focused on the padarth, on the worldly stuff. And live is when the mind is focused on positivity, on the divine, on the virtues. ਉਹ ਲਿਵ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. there is a quote in Gurbani, live tat doy raah hai. So these are the 2 ways, tat and live. ਜਿੱਥੇ mind is attuned to the worldly things and mind is attuned to the divine will, divine. ਇਹ ਦੋ ਰਾਹ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੱਚੀ ਲਿਵ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ 24/7 mindful awareness ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਚੀ ਲਿਵ. When your actions just coming out of the immaculate thoughts, ਉਹ ਬੜਾ ਨੈਚੁਰਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਸੱਚੀ ਲਿਵ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. ਲਾਈਕ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ, when we think about ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ, when we think about the actions of ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ throughout the history, we always think that ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਜੋ ਕਰਮ ਕੀਤਾ is for the welfare of the society, is always, it was always for the benefit of others, it all was benevolent, it was always purity of the actions. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਸੱਚੀ ਲਿਵ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, because the actions of the Guru Sahib are driven from the divine, ਉਹ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ. ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਸੱਚੀ ਲਿਵ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, we have to bring in our life. When we will be connected with the Guru Sahib, when we on the way to Guru Sahib ji and becoming the Guru in the meanings of actions, in the meanings of, in the sense of thought process, and the meanings of purity of life. Sachi live bin de nimani. Bin is without. Without the sachi live, de nimani. De is body, nimani is empty. Empty is in the sense of empty, nimani. Man is actually a pride, nimani is without pride. So it means when body has no divine pride. I'm just trying to say it so more closely to the meanings. De nimani, so you can grasp the what I'm trying to say. Sachi live bin de nimani. So the sachi live bina de nimani hai. De nimani live hai bajon kya kare vichariya. So what this body can do, what good this body can do, if the body is not under the control of pure mind, when the body actions, our character is not under the control of sachi live. So it means to make the authentic actions of the life, our mind need to be in the sachi live. We mind need to be in the that constant connection with the divine. So sachi live, to produce a sachi live, or to be blessed with the sachi live, or to be in the sachi live, that state of mind, Guru Sahib Ji has shown us the way. The way is de nimani live hai bajon kya kare vichariya tud baaj samrath koi nahi. When the body has no support, no pride, no strength, no potential of the divine working on the actions, exercising the virtues, when body itself is incapable of doing these things, then we need to do ardas, and ardas is tud baaj samrath koi nahi. O divine, O God, or whatever the name you would like to address, so the prime energy, the God, universal creator, tud baaj samrath koi nahi. Without you, there's no other so powerful, so strengthful to make this happen. So our body becomes pure, our actions become authentic, and our character becomes immaculate. Kripa kar banwariya. Banwariya is the caretaker of the garden. Means Akal Purkh Vaheguru. The whole world is the garden of the Akal Purkh Vaheguru. So he is the Banwari. Kripa kar Banwariya. That's the ardas. That's the prayer. Every single soul does or have to do. Okay, tusi kirpa karo. Asking for kirpa. And that is to go deep in your thoughts. Asking for the kirpa, asking for his benevolence, asking for his mercy, asking for his compassion. तद बाज समर्थ कोय नाही कृपा कर बनवारिया is no to this body hor thau nahi. There is no other place to go to ask for the kirpa, to seeking for the strength. Shabad lag savariya. And the body actions, when I say body, it means our actions, our character becomes pure by Shabad Lag Swariya. Swariya means to decorate it, to fashion it in a good way. Sajna, Swarna, then Shingarna. To adorn it. Shabad Lag Swariya. So through the Shabad, by connecting with the Shabad, by immersing in the Shabad, so then the body becomes pure. That's the thing, that's the concept of purifying the body. Mind is pure, then body is pure. By just cleansing the body, mind doesn't get cleaned. That's the Shabad of Guru Sahib Ji. Man maila, sab kich maila, tan tota, man hacha na hoy. If mind is polluted, everything is polluted. And by cleansing the body, mind doesn't get purified. Then why we take bath in the morning? Why we take bath? Why we cleanse our body? So at the pilgrimages, that's the totally different concept. It's to exercise equality. Taking dips in the Sarovar, that's to exercise equality. Like because in the old times, there were like today also in most parts of the India, there are classifications of human beings. Who is rich, who is the highest caste, who is the lowest caste, and lowest castes are untouchables. Even they can't use the water from the same well, from the same canal, from the same river. ਉਹ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਪਾਣੀ use नहीं कर सकते हैगे. They have different wells. They have different sources of taking water for bathing, for drinking, for household stuff. So, ਇਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ to make it practical to exercise the equality, Guru Sahib ji made the sarovars, so we can all dip in the same water. Then the cleansing of the body is to make the body active for concentration. Like when you took bath, you are more concentrate. ਅਸੀਂ ਅਕਸਰ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ when we are tired, we take bath, so we can concentrate. Yeah. In the morning, after all the night of sleeping, we take bath, so we can concentrate on the day schedule, so we can concentrate on the daily morning nitnem. So cleansing body itself is not cleansing the mind. It's to concentrate, so we can concentrate more. So Shabad Lag Savariya. Through the Shabad, with the Shabad, have to Savarna, adorn and decorating our character, decorating our actions. Keh Nanak live bajho kya kare vechari. And Guru Sahib ji repeating the same first line. Keh Nanak live bajho kya kare vechariya. This nimani body, this supportless, helpless body, what this can do without your support, without Sachi live. So the theme in this body is Sachi live. And for Sachi live, first thing is to do Ardas, Kirpa Kar Banwariya. So Ardas, that is the set pattern in the history. That's the set pattern for our daily divans in the morning and the evening, for the household functions or for other stuff. But the Ardas itself is the voice of soul. ਇਹਨੂੰ ਆਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ. So sharing your very deep with the Guru Sahib Ji. That's the Ardas. And Ardas doesn't need a set of some words, because Ardas is actually the voice of your soul, and you know how better you can express your voice with the Guru Sahib Ji. So Kripa Kar Banwariya is asking for the Kripa of the Kalpurkh Vaheguru Ji. Anything you would like to add on? Sachi, to rephrase this thing, or to share with me from your daily life or from around your life how Sachi live we can attain this thing, purify our actions.
When you were asking about the bathing or showering and what have you, you gave the example of how Guru Sahib gave a tangible way of showing that equality. I've also read that in addition to more, that's a tangible way of practicing that equality. But in the olden days, it was also because we had kachiyan shadkan tu roddi si, so that you would come and cleanse yourself, so you could, your body is physically clean, so you can focus. But this was also a symbolic gesture, just as we can clean our body, cleanse and maintain hygiene, we cleanse our thoughts and begin doing the path or nam simran, so that we can, be attuned with the Guru's Shabad, and then make those changes in your life.
Yeah, this is also, thank you for sharing. Any other thing?
Just maintaining.
How we ask for the kirpa? Yeah, Marcus, go ahead, please.
Just maintaining like a constant, trying to consciously maintain a constant feeling of love for people. Because to me, true love between two people, anybody that you meet, is the same love that you have for God. When it says love for God, devotional love for God, there's no difference between that love and the love that you would feel for anyone else, it's all the same love, because everything and everybody is God. So, serving people, serving humanity is serving God. So it's that's a little way to kind of keep the mind pure, is to keep love in the mind at all times for everyone, because if you can't love God if you can't love another person,
Exactly.
So it's the same love. There's no difference, only loving God and not loving people. It's all just one love.
Yeah, just let the love flow all the time. As we say in Punjabi, khadya pani mushk janda hai. The stopped water, is enough going, and it becomes stinky.
Yeah.
So ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਡਾਇਨਾਮਿਕ ਫਲੋ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊਸ. ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਡੂਇੰਗ ਦਾ ਸਤਸੰਗ, ਡੂਇੰਗ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੇਅਰ, ਡੂਇੰਗ ਦਾ ਨਿਤਨੇਮ is to keep flow of the stream of love.
Kind of like in Sukhmani Sahib, how when I don't know in Punjabi, but in English how it says everything's wonderful. It starts saying Maya is wonderful, the people are wonderful, everything it starts listing all these things in creation, and it says it's wonderful.
Yeah.
That part that I'm talking about.
Yeah, Sukhmani Sahib ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ.
Let me see. I have Sukhmani Sahib right here. I think it's in the beginning.
ਜਿਹ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਛੱਤੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਖਾਹੇ, those bodies.
It just starts saying.
और मैया के गुण चेत प्राणी कवन मूल ते कवन दृष्टानी.
Maybe I'm talking about Asarivar. I'm sorry. I think I'm talking about Asarivar. The beginning of Asarivar. It starts. Yeah, it starts saying how everything's wonderful. It just starts listing off all these
Vismad
things.
Nad, Vismad.
Yeah,
Ved,
that
Vismad
part.
Ji,
Yeah,
Vismad Ved.
yeah.
Everything is wonderful. Everything
right.
is amazing.
Yeah, and it starts even listing negative
Yeah,
things.
that's
like,
the Asadiva.
Yeah, Maya, it starts listing like even like attachment and like the poisons of the people's mind. It says everything is the Vismad?
Vismad.
Vismad, yeah, everything's wonderful. And so that's like you have the love for everything, even the good and the bad, you know.
So that's the Vismad state. So it's like you're at the destination. When you're in Vismad, because without Vismad, saying this would be just the repeating the words. Yeah. So Vismad is that state of mind when you are in the God and you are God. वो स्थिति होएगी. When you listen every single nod and you don't differentiate these things like this is different or this is different, but you say it's a unique, but it's the sound of the God. Every single sound, every single nod is the sound of God. Vismad Nad, Vismad Ved, every knowledge, every wisdom, every source of information is God. Vismad Ji, Vismad Ved, every single creature is wow, wonderful. And you see the differences, so you are in the amazing situation, you are in the amazing consciousness, wow, wonderful.
Yeah, that's like that's like a good way I think to keep the mind clean is to
Yes.
just see everything as wonderful, you know. And it's hard, but if you can keep doing it, then eventually you start feeling it, you know.
So Gurbani also says, Payo Bal Bodh Sokhare. If you want to have happiness in your life, that's possible only by the intellect of a kid, because there's a curiosity always. Even the used things are very curious for a kid. Even a kid has used so many things. ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਕਿਉਰਿਓਸਿਟੀ ਬਣੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਉਰਿਓਸਿਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਟਰੂ ਸੀਕਰ. ਪਾਇਓ ਬਾਲ ਬੁੱਧ ਸੁਖ ਰੇ. Bal Bodh is a kid's intellect, a kid's intelligence, a kid's way of saying things. And Guru Sahib Ji says you find happiness in this way, because there is a vismad in a small kid, in a kid's intellect. There is a vismad. Everything is amazing. Even a very small ant is very amazing. Yeah, the colors are very amazing for the kid. ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਬਹੁਤ ਵਿਸਮਾਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦੀ, ਵੰਡਰਫੁਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੀ ਐਕਸਾਈਟਮੈਂਟ ਬਣੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. ਯੈਸ ਗੁੱਡ. ਐਂਡ ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੋਵੇ? So are we moving towards the happiness? Because the purpose of this class is not just learning the meanings.
I feel good. Are you talking about us?
Yeah, all of us,
Oh, yeah.
including me. Because the purpose of Katha in the Gurdwara Sahib is to ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦ੍ਰਿੜ ਕਰਵਾਉਣਾ, to make understand the Sangha that this is Gurmat and this is not Gurmat. Yeah? But here in class, the purpose is not to just read out you meanings or making you understand this means this means this, do this, don't do this. But we all are on the same way, path towards happiness, and in between, I would like to ask, are we moving to that direction? Is there, you feel any difference from the day first we started a class and today?
I think so.
Yeah.
So is Gurbani making you, making your mind at peace? Like in your daily life, in your job, in your relationships, in your private life, in your public life.
It helps with perspective and kind of gives a guidance with what we were talking about, and you apply it to your life. So yeah, it's
Mhm.
the first meeting, constantly just applying whatever you're talking about or hearing, especially like understanding the soak and all that, like give an understanding that like, okay, I feel like this, but it's,
Mhm.
you know, temporary.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's helped.
That's a good thing to know. So then we are on the same page. Yeah, we are on the same path. So ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਨੰਦ ਵਾਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਫਿਰ. ਓਕੇ, ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਪੌੜੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਹੋ ਗਈ. ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਪਾਂ 7ਵੀਂ ਪੌੜੀ ਅੱਜ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ. ਐਂਡ ਆਲਸੋ ਆਪਣਾ ਗੁਰਜੀਤ ਵੀਰ ਜੀ, so the three part in your YouTube videos, that is the 3rd and 4th podium. So just to edit the title, please.
Okay.
Yeah. And the 4th was the 5th one, and today we are doing the 6th and 7th.
Okay.
Yeah. ਹਾਂਜੀ, 7th podi. आनंद आनंद सब को कहे.
Anand sab ko kahe.
And also notice the kanna after ada, so have to pronounce it Anand, not Anand, but with the more open mouth and with the expansion of A. Anand, not Anand, Anand. So A. Yep. Anand Anand sab ko kahe.
Anand sab ko kahe.
Anand Guru te janiya.
Anand Guru te janiya.
So Guru Sahib has used the kanna because it's in the Ramkali Rag when Kirtaniya would be singing it. So without the kanna, the set of shabad in musical composition and the musical measurement wouldn't fit without using the kanna. Yeah. So the Anand with the kanna or Anand without kanna has the same meaning. But keeping in mind the musical measurement of Ramkali Rag, when somebody will be singing this is Shabad, then Anand would fit in that notion of musicology. So Anand Anand sab ko kahe.
Anand sab ko kahe.
आनंद गुरु ते जानिया.
Anand Guru te janiya.
जानिया आनंद सदा गुर ते.
Janiya Anand sada Guru te.
कृपा करे प्यारिया.
Kripa kare pyarya.
कर कृपा किल विख कटे.
Kar kripa kilvik kate.
ज्ञान अंजन सारिया.
Gyan anjan sarya.
अंदरों जिनका मोह टुटा.
Andro jinka moh tutta.
अंदरों जिनका मोह टुटा.
Andro jinka moh tutta.
यह तत्ता तोते वाला. Okay. अंदरों जिनका मोह टुटा.
Andro jinka moh tutta.
तिनका शब्द सच्चै सवारिया.
Tinka sabad sache savarya.
कह नानक एह आनंद है.
Kehe nanak kehe anand hai.
आनंद गुर ते जानिया.
Anand Guru te janiya.
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸੋ ਆਨੰਦ ਸਭ ਕੋ ਕਹੈ. ਆਨੰਦ ਸਭ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ. Everybody is saying that this is happiness, this is bliss, this is a suck, so this is pleasure. ਆਨੰਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਿਆ, but actually the authentic definition of Anand is known by the Guru, is known through the Guru. Anand Guru te janiya. So Guruji tells us what actually Anand is, because everybody has individual definition of Anand. Somebody might be happy wearing a costly costume. Somebody might be having happiness, a state of happiness by eating a favorite ice cream. Yeah, somebody visiting a different place. I'm trying to say more English examples ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ। ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਆਈਸਕ੍ਰੀਮ ਦੀ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਬੱਚੇ ਆਈਸਕ੍ਰੀਮ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਉਹਦੇ, ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਆਈਸਕ੍ਰੀਮ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਹਰ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਆਨੰਦ ਦੀ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। But Guru Sahib Ji says that actually what Anand is known through the Guru. Anand Guru te janiya Anand sada gur te kripa kare pyarya. When the beloved Guru blesses us with that definition of Anand, then we are in the bliss, then we are actually in the Anand, then we are having the happiness. Janiya Anand sada gur te kripa kare pyarya. Would you like to rephrase it, Dr. Sahib ji? ਵੀ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਆਨੰਦ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਕੋਈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣੀ ਪਰਸਨਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਆਪਣੀ ਇੰਡੀਵਿਜੂਅਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਡੀਵਿਜੂਅਲ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਫ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ।
No, I think you're stating it well, that all of us derive anand or joy from various things. Some people it's the worldly pleasures, some people it's having the so-called finer things in life, and other people they might derive that anand from exercise or playing sports, but Guru Sahib here is referring to a different type of anand, something that transcends all of these worldly things that we enjoy. That's kind of how I interpret. No?
Okay, ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਹਿਣਾ, ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਕਹਿਣਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸਾਡਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਇਨ ਰਾਮਕਲੀ ਰਾਗ ਸਿੱਧ ਗੋਸ਼ਟ ਬਾਣੀ ਸਹਿਜ ਕਿ ਜਾਂ ਇਹ ਹਿਰਦਾ ਦੇ ਨਾ ਹੋਤੀ ਤੋ ਮਨ ਕਹਿ ਠਹਿ ਰਹਿਤਾ। ਸੋ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਰਿਜ਼ਾਈਡਸ ਇਨ ਦਾ ਬੋਡੀ। ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਨੂੰ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਬੋਡੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਜਾਂ ਬੋਡੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਲੈ ਰਹੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ। ਪਰ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਐਂਡ ਬੋਡੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੋਰ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਸੋਲ। ਸੋਲ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਤਮਾ ਦਾ ਸੁੱਖ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਤੇ ਬੋਡੀ ਦੇ ਸੁੱਖ ਤੋਂ ਪਰੇ ਦਾ ਆ। ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਉਸ ਆਨੰਦ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਿਰਫ ਤੇ ਸਿਰਫ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਕਸਟਰਨਲ ਸੁੱਖ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਐਕਸਟਰਨਲ ਸੋਰਸਸ ਆਫ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਾਲ ਦੱਸੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਇਹਦਾ ਫਲੇਵਰ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ। ਇਹ ਕੈਂਡੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਹਦਾ ਫਲੇਵਰ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਇਹ ਆਈਸਕ੍ਰੀਮ ਹੈਗੀ ਇਹਦਾ ਫਲੇਵਰ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ, ਇਹ ਰਾਈਡਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਫੀਲ ਹੋਏਗਾ। ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਗ੍ਰਹਿਣ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ। ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਦਾ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਐਂਡ ਬੋਡੀ। ਬਟ ਦਾ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਆਫ ਦਾ ਸੋਲ, ਸੁੱਖ ਆਫ ਦਾ ਆਤਮਾ is which is only absolutely known through the Guru Sahib ji. ਇਹਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਹੋਗੇ?
No, I think you stated it well. Did everyone kind of capture that? I mean, essentially what I gathered from you is that one can experience pleasure through the mind or through the body, but they're finite, they're limited. What you're talking about, or what the Guru Sahib is referring to here, is that ananda of the soul, which transcends that, which is experiential. ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲਿਵ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਾਲ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਹ ਹੁਕਮ ਦੇ ਰਜ਼ਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਰਦੇ ਹੋ।
ਸੋ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਹੈ, ਆਨੰਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਆਨੰਦ ਸਦਾ ਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੇ ਪਿਆਰਿਆ। ਕਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਿਲ ਵਿਖ ਕੱਟੇ। ਕਿਲ ਵਿਖ ਸੈਂਸ, ਬਟ ਉਹ ਸੈਂਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਰਿਲੀਜਨ ਦੇ ਕਨਸੈਪਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਨਾਟ ਦੋਜ਼ ਸੈਂਸ। ਇੱਥੇ hurting somebody is also a sin. Bani says, like there is a shabad, I think I also shared this in our early videos, in our early classes. Kahe moot jagrat ho sang baap.
You're saying that like killing a Brahmin, the black cat
Okay, those were the four kinds of sins. Brahman, Kalika, Kanjika, Anacharika, Tan, Fetka, Kod Badiya. Yeah. So also the sin is fighting with your parents. Kahe Poot Chagrat Ho Sang Bab. Oh my son, why you fight with your Bab, with your father? Jinke Jane Badire Tum Ho. Those who have given you birth and raised you. Tinsyon Chagrat Pap. Fighting with them is a sin. So it's a Shabad. Kahe Poot Chagrat Ho Sang Bab. Chajja Chande Wala.
ਇਹ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਧਨ ਦੀ ਖਾਤਰ ਪਿਤਾ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਉਂ ਝਗੜ ਕਰਦਾ
Yeah. So the next line is जिस धन का तुम गर्भ करत हो सो धन किसह न आप. Yeah, you fighting with your parents because of Maya, because of worldly things. Yeah. जिस धन का and you feel हाँ जी
ਜਿਨ
okay ਉਦੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਲਾਈਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ
ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ
ਉਹ ਹਿੱਟ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਸੌਰੀ ਤੀਜੀ ਲਾਈਨ ਮਾਫ ਕਰ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮਾਫ ਕਰ ਹਾਂ
ਜਿਸ ਧਨ ਕਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
okay ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਲਾਈਨ ਹੈਗੀ
ਹੈਗੀ ਉਹ ਜਿਨਕੇ ਜਨੇ
okay ਜਿਨ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਤੀ ਨਾ ਜਿਨਕੇ ਜਨੇ ਬਡੀਰੇ ਤੁਮ ਹੋ those who gave you birth and raised you ਤਿੰਸਿਓ ਝਗਰਤ ਪਾਪ fighting with them is a sin जिस धन का तुम गर्भ करत हो and what the reason of fighting with parents is जिस धन का तुम गर्भ करत हो सो धन किसह न आप. That's worldly things and they are temporary. ਅਸੀਂ ਟੈਂਪਰੇਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨਾ ਡੂੰਘਾ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਸਮਟਾਈਮਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਉਹ ਗਵਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਲੜਾਈ ਝਗੜੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਹਰ it was happening 400 years ago. That's why Guru Sahib Ji wrote this in Gurbani. Yeah, it was happening 400 years ago. ਉਦੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਇਆ ਦੀ ਖਾਤਰ ਮਾਂ-ਬਾਪ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਝਗੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ says ਕਿ over the temporary things why are you losing your happiness. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ obviously ਜਦੋਂ you are in a fight ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਮਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਜ਼ੋਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਦੇ consequences ਉਹਦਾ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਬਾਡੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਥਾਟਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਬਣਿਆ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਦੋਂ one way or other way ਉਹਦਾ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵ ਪੈਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਾਡੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ. ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ says ਇਹ ਕਿਲਵਿਖ ਕੱਟੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਐਲੀਮੀਨੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ. ਕਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਿਲਵਿਖ ਕੱਟੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਜਨ ਸਾਰਿਆ. ਅੰਜਨ ਇਜ਼ ਸੁਰਮਾ. ਸੁਰਮਾ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਰਡ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਹੋਵੇ
mascara
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ
no mascara goes on top but it's the one that
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੱਖ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ
they actually put it inside
inside
Yeah,
It's like
not the whole one.
that's a very
It's
like a
bottle that usually
ਪਾਊਡਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ
Yeah.
ਅੱਖ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਈਸਾਈਟ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਤੇ ਅੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਕਲੀਨ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਅੱਖ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਡਸਟ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਕੋਈ ਪੈ ਜਾਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਸੁਰਮਾ ਅੱਖ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ
ਉਹ ਇਸ ਕਲੀਨਿੰਗ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਡਸਟ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਪੈ
ਜੀ
ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਵੀ ਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਜਨ ਸਾਰਿਆ ਜਦੋਂ the surma of wisdom enters in your eyes then it cleans your vision your envision your perception
It was something that cleans your the surma was
Yes.
something that they would use to clean the eye.
Yes.
Okay. That was just
that is so it's a surma and not surma.
no, yeah, okay.
Surma is a different word. Surma is a surma warrior.
Okay.
It's a surma with onkar. It's a surma for the eyes And Surma with the Dulankad is a warrior. Surma and Surma. It is Surma, that is Soorma. Surma.
The first one is Surma.
Yeah.
This is Surma, Surma.
Okay.
That's for the eyes.
Just making sure I was trying to get the definition.
So, Gyan Anjan Sarya, when the wisdom of Guru enters in our eyes as a surma, it cleanses our vision of things, seeing the things in a very positive perspective. Androho Janaka Mo Tutta, from within, yeah, in the heart, in the ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਿਨਕਾ ਮੋਹ ਟੁੱਟਾ, emotional attachment is broken in deep inside us. ਤਿਨਕਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੱਚਾ ਸਵਾਰਿਆ, their life is decorated by the ਸ਼ਬਦ. ਉਹ ਸਵਾਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ. ਸਵਾਰਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ when you adorn something, you beautify it after creating the thing. So finishing ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਦੀ, to make it look beautiful, eye catching. ਤੇ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਸਵਾਰਨਾ ਲਾਈਫ ਨੂੰ. ਕਹਿ ਨਾਨਕ ਇਹ ਆਨੰਦ ਹੈ. So Guru Amardas ji, the third Nanak, says ਇਹ ਆਨੰਦ, this is ਆਨੰਦ. Anand Gurte Janya, and it would be known, experienced to the Guru only. So in these two bodies, the key points are Sachiliv, and for Sachiliv we do Ardas, Kripa Kar Banwariya, and doing this we attach with the Shabad and Shabad Lag Savarya. We purify our actions, we immaculate our thoughts through the Shabad, and then we come to the point what actually Anand is. That's in the seventh body. Anand Sava ko kahe Anand Guru te janiya. Okay, anybody has a question from these two bodies? Know what the time is?
8:37.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yep.
Yeah, it relates to both of them. Like, we talk about Anand and we have to do our thoughts to get it, but then it's also saying those who have eradicated the attachment from within themselves are the ones who get the Shabad and the true, and like, you know, get, like, they have, like, I feel like it's weird that we have to do our thoughts and then we also have to have, like, do our own actions, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I could be wrong here. I think this is similar to what we've been discussing before. Like, you know, like we were saying, our actions may be in our control, but the result isn't.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's relating to that same concept again. We, Guru Ji Bakshish, Guru Ji Mehr, we start walking that path, right? And that's what
Yes.
we're doing our
When we do Ardas for the Kirpa of Akal Purkh Vaheguru, and the Kirpa doesn't come in a miracle. Kirpa doesn't come like overnight. So you sleep asking for Kirpa, and the morning you have bundle of Kirpa. So Kirpa is coming through the Shabad.
Yeah, and like I feel like almost like using Ardas here isn't like literally meaning like you go up into Darbar Sahib and do Ardas and to get Anand and then you
Yes,
get
so
Anand.
Ardas
Like,
is very the soul of your voice. So
Yeah.
you're literally saying that, Guru Sahib Ji, I really need to now be
Like
in
your
the state of
intention.
happiness, so bless me with.
yeah, like this is like your intention. Like,
Yes.
Like you did like the Ardas that is being talked about here, I feel like is just like your whole intention. It's not like literally sitting there doing Ardas for Anand, but like putting that as your driving force in your
Yeah.
life, you know, like
I mean, I get that. It's just weird that, like, or it's not weird, it's just hard to get, like, that. I feel like there's a chance that you could do the Ardas every day and then the outcomes don't come out the way that you want it, and then what happens then, right?
So that's a different thing. So asking for many things in the ardas, because the purpose of ardas is not demanding or making a list and putting in front of Guru Sahib Ji. Okay, this is the list. Yeah, to do list. I need this. I need this. I need that. So as we earlier shared, that ardas is for having a spiritual support with you all the time. Now I have Guru Sahib Ji on my side. I did ardas, so I'm going to do it in a good way. So it's to dispel your nervousness. But ardas, because what we think of ardas when we heard this, we hear this shabad ardas, it means okay, standing in the folded hands in front of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and then eyes closed and going through all the 5-6 stanzas of the history, and that's the only ardas. That's what we think of ardas. But ardas itself is a just very deep voice of your inner consciousness. That's you sharing with the Guru Sahib Ji.
Yeah, I feel like
sharing with the Akal Purkh.
Like a constant living ardas. Like you are living your ardas in every moment. Not like just like you do ardas and then there's like a before and after. It's like you're living your ardas. Like,
yeah, that's the very highest consciousness of in living ardas. But before this, we need to do ardas. And that's whenever you, like now at this moment, you can do ardas. Right now, maybe you are doing it. So asking for the kirpa. So when we approach Guru Sahib Ji for kirpa, then Guru Sahib Ji's teaching is, okay, this is the way, get connected with the Shabad. Then through the Shabad, you're having the kirpa.
So what does Guru Te Janiya mean in this sense? Is it to like contemplate on the Shabad?
Yes, to actually know the definition, because now here is individual definitions of Anand, but the actual definition of Anand and what the Anand is known through the Guru only. Then individual definitions wouldn't matter. Our definition of Anand is very limited, is a very worldly, is very subject oriented. ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ ਚੰਗਾ ਖਾ ਲਿਆ ਆਨੰਦ ਹੈ ਕਿਤੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਘੁੰਮ ਆਏ ਪਿਕਨਿਕ ਜਾਏ ਦੈਟਸ ਆਨੰਦ ਕਿਸੇ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਕੱਪੜਾ ਪਹਿਨ ਲਿਆ ਆਨੰਦ ਕੋਈ ਵਧੀਆ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਕਨਸਰਟ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਿਆ ਆਏ ਆਨੰਦ ਅੱਜ ਬੜਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਆਇਆ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਅੱਜ ਬੜਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਮਿਲਿਆ but those are the temporary moments of happiness, very fleeting. But Guru Sahib Ji says what Anand is. Anand is when the situations are very odd, you going through very hard time, even then your very inner is in the bliss. That is Anand. Hanji. So Kirpa comes through the Shabad.
When you say Kirpa comes through the Shabad, do you mean by vichar, like contemplating on it?
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
Learning from teachings from the Shabad, from the Guru Sahib Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and contemplating on the Shabad, then exercising the virtues, that's the tap, and constantly remembering the teachings of the Guru Sahib Ji, what to do. Yeah? ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ ਲੈਵਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ। ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲੀ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਹੋਇਆਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਨੰਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ। ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤੋਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. I can make you understand only the meanings of the Shabad, but I can't give you the Shabad. Shabad is of the Guru Sahib. In history, we have a beautiful thing to learn from. Whenever somebody approached Bhai Mardana ji, and Bhai Mardana ji was a lifelong companion of Guru Nanak Sahib ji. Yeah. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ almost 60 years Guru Nanak Sahib ji ਦੀ company ਕੀਤੀ, and he went through all the continents around with Guru Nanak Sahib ji. Whenever somebody approached Bhai Mardana ji asking for, okay, tell me what Guru Nanak Sahib ji is saying, what is his concepts, what is his theory of religion, how to exercise those things. And Bhai Mardana ji was like, okay, then come with me to the Guru. Because I can just make you understand the very surface level meanings. But the real miracle, Guru does. So just come with me to the Guru.
It's like the sugar analogy, like you're telling us all, like you're breaking down the chemical makeup of sugar, but you can't actually give us the experience unless we go and taste the sugar. You have to actually like experience it.
Yes. Yeah, just taste it. Yeah. And there's also some analogies in Bhai Gurdas Ji's Vara, like by saying that it's a very cool and there should be some fire to ag sekਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ, so ਉਦੋਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਠੰਡ ਭੱਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੀਗੀ. ਹਾਂਜੀ. By saying food, time and time again, over and over, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਭੁੱਖ ਹੈਗੀ ਉਹ ਮਿਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੀ. Just repeating this, doctor, diseases doesn't go away. ਇਹ ਚਲੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ. ਵੈਦ ਕਹਿ ਰੋਗ ਨਾ ਮਿਟਤ ਕਾਹੂ, ਅਗਨ ਕਹਿ ਸੀਤ ਨਾ ਵਿਨਾਸ਼ ਹੈ. ਅੱਗ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੀਤ is cold, ਨਾ ਵਿਨਾਸ਼ ਹੈ, ਠੰਡ ਦੂਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ. ਹਾਂਜੀ. ਜਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਫਸਟ ਲਾਈਨ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਮਿੱਠਾ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਖੰਡ ਕਹਿ ਹਾਂ ਮੁਖ ਖੰਡ is sugar. Saying sugar, our tongue doesn't taste sugar. So just saying the words doesn't give you the taste of the Shabad, but you have to experience this. ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ experience ਹੈਗਾ ਆ, ਉਹ I just can't describe it. It's all the power of Guru Sahib Ji. It's the just potential of Guru Sahib Ji's Shabad. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.